Good morning, good evening, good night, I'm BraveCarriesFr, and I just came back from the gym, and I thought nothing is more manly than playing Purrely. Like, dude, this deck is so much fun, it's really cute, that's kind of the main reason I built it, and I went 3-1, came second at my locals this weekend, so I was like, you know what, let's put this up on YouTube for a bit of crack, because I haven't done one of these before, so not wasting any more time, let's get into it. So we're playing 2 Purrely and 2 Purrely. I was playing this deck originally with 3 of this cat and 2 of this cat, and it was because, I don't know, I just felt 3 of this felt more comfortable. And then I started playing Master Duel for a bit, and it forces you to go 2-2, and I was like, oh damn, this ratio actually feels like so much better. So I just ended up sticking with these, but I don't think that playing 3 of the white cat is incorrect either. I don't like 3 of this though, but it's still, like, I mean, it's still really, really good. So we have 3 pretty we're maxing out on Purrely spells. Like, who would have guessed that? We're maxing out on those, and yeah, we're maxing out on the rest of this. 3 of this, 3 of the field spell. So 3 Mimigo, 3 field spell, 1 terraforming, and then 1 Purrely Yeep. This card, I kept drawing this card, and it was really frustrating because I wanted to set up big boards, but I didn't have enough, like, proper discards. So I would play really badly with this in my hand, but that's more of a skill issue than anything else. But this is like a mandatory one-off because of the fat black cat in the extra deck, which is really, really good. I mean, every time that you see this card, like, usually you just end up winning because, like, you do the draw 4 combo and then you rank up into the big cat and then life's good. Oh yeah, and 3 Pot of Prosperity just for extra consistency. I thought this card was kind of mediocre the whole day, but sure, I mean, it was, you know, it helped when it did, but then it was just, for the most part, like a dead card in my hand. 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 3 Veeler, 3 Imperm, 3 Tactics, and a Call By as my non-engine. The main deck count is 41. This actually wasn't meant to be here, but I thought I only had 39 cards before going into the tournament, so I just threw this in. Turns out I had 41, I was like, oh, well, sure, you know what, it's fine. I never used this. This was quite solid, but this honestly could have just been another hand trap, but then it would just make, like, Prosby a lot worse, because then it's like you have no board breakers really to go into except for Imperm. But Talents feels fantastic right about now, and these are probably just the 4 best hand traps in the format, and this is one of them decks that just runs a billion non-engine. So here, we take those, and yeah, I feel like this is a really standard like main deck, honestly. Nothing really cool to explain there besides, like, the intricacies of the deck itself. So I don't have SP, but I do have these 3. Relinquish Stamina, I mean, level 1 deck, sure, it's a link 1. But, like, if you did have SP, you would just be able to go on top of it and then just banish stuff your opponent controls. Protector of the Agent Moon. This card takes 2 fairies, and the most important part of it is that you contribute at 4 cost to out a card on the field. This is entirely in here to beat Skill Drain, or stuff like it, and nothing else. The Nightmare Phoenix is here to beat Floodgates and everything, or just back row decks and everything, but even then, I don't think I went into any of these once. So it doesn't really matter, but their purposes still exist. And then we just go on to the mass amount of cats. We play 2 Plump, 2 Beauty, 2 Happiness, 1 Baby Noir, 2 Big Noirs, as all the Purrely cats. I feel like this is pretty standard. There's nothing really to explain here. Like, the reason you don't play the big Happiness is just because it's kind of bad. And then the 3 other XCs I play a Downard, Lureless, Something Nightingale, and this was really funny to just drop on the Tempai. I played against my brother, he was on Tempai, and it was, I just dropped this 2 games in a row whenever he just kept hand trapping me, and I was just like, sure, that's fine. But it was really good going second as well, because then you just, like, beat into your opponent's, like, you just attack this into your opponent's face, and then you just do this, and then you got 2 board wipes. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone knows how crazy these cards are, so I don't really need to explain them that much. But you can also do that on top of any of the other rank 2 XCs chilling in the extra deck here. And, I mean, you can just slap Zeus over whatever. So that line to something big is pretty epic. And then for the side deck, this is like a very first, like, draft type of side deck. I didn't really put too much thought into this one, so we have 3 Nibiru, 3 Dark Ruler. I thought these cards were really good this format. I mean, this card I thought would be really solid into boards without, like, non-New Bell boards, because then they just have, like, the chamber plus the disarray, so then they just negate this and it's like, ah, well, you know, you're kind of shit on. Or with like Snake Eye, they have IP in the back row. It's like, but apart from that, this card's like quite solid. And then Nibiru, I mean, you know, it's kind of a hand trap format, so we take having more hand traps. But this card's not good against every deck. It's less good against every deck than these cards in here. Maybe not Droll. This one you could sort of like talk about a bit more, but I thought Droll was really good. It overperformed today. Then we have, well, not today, whenever I was at locals, what am I on about? 2 Lightning Storm and a Duster, and then I also play 3 Cosmic. I was like back row here. This is like going first stuff as well, right? Because you can use this against like Tempai, you can use this against like the Runic stun decks, Labyrinth, stuff like that. And then this is just to go second to break, just to help break boards and stuff like that. I mean, these cards were fine. These could probably change, but no, given that my local scene doesn't really have much like Labyrinth or stun anymore, these could probably change. But no, we'll see about that. But these feel really good. This card was pretty funny. Dimensional Fissure, and then I also play 1 Rivalry. This could have been 3D Fissure, to be honest, but I don't have a third one, so it's not. And then Rivalry. This card was this. I mean, this won me a game on the spot when I flipped it against like some mad like Horus pile. I flipped this, insta won the game. Had I had this, also would have insta won the game. So this card in particular, the Dimensional Fissure, is supposed to protect from stuff like Veiler and Droll specifically, but also like act as just a big floodgate for your opponent to not really be able to push through better, because for the most part these don't really hit the grave, so you know it doesn't really matter to you for this, because like as long as your spells hit the grave and your cats are on field, or like your spells are in hand or grave or anything like that, right, you can access your big Xyz monsters. So this card is kind of nuts for that. It's not as good, well, sorry, like Macrocosmos, I mean, you could technically run, but it's not as good either. You can also run D-Shifter, but because it was my first time taking it to like an in-person tournament, I didn't want to stress about having Dimension Shifter in my side deck, so, or even in my main deck, so it was just sort of like, you know what, let's play it nice and simply, let's just play a simple but effective list, and this is what this list did. So, that's kind of what were my matchups. I played 1 Tempai, I played 2 Snake Guy, Fiendsmiths, and then I played some big bunga Horus pile. That doesn't make any sense, but sure. Yeah, so they were the matchups that I played against today. So competitive enough scene for this deck, and I'm very proud that it won. I lost against one of the Snake Eye players and beat the other one, and then I beat my brother on Tempai, as I said before, and then I won against the Horus player. The game 2 was just completely won by this, so that was kind of insane. Yeah, if you enjoyed, consider dropping a like, maybe a sub if you want to. Comment your suggestions or your thoughts on this list, and I will see you around. You have a great rest of your day.